Hello everyone, how are we coming through this year? I trust we've been doing well so far. You see, one thing that would keep us, one thing that would drive us throughout this year as leaders is our traits. Now, what do I mean by traits? Our characters, the way we think, the way we do things, the way we relate with people, a lot of things that form a perfect leader. Now, we ask, how do we build this trait that would make us that good leader that can succeed this year? Of course, there are a lot of traits people say we need to develop this year to thrive. And then we'll start asking ourselves, how do we develop this trait? Now, one way we can develop this trait is to pick different traits from the people we look up to and try as much as possible to develop them to become the best you, to become the best us, to become the best leader. Now, there is a verse in the Bible where Apostle Paul mentioned something about having different teachers. Now, I want to pick just that line. For him to say it, it means that it is okay to have different teachers. Now, to have different teachers means that you can have different mentors. We can have a lot of mentors this year. So as we have these mentors, of course, we are not perfect. So you pick the perfect things, the things you feel you like about your mentors, bring them together, try as much as possible to build on those traits and become the best you. So let's say you have 10 mentors you look up to. Maybe one is jovial, one is smart, one can be attentive to details, one can be disciplined, one can be consistent. Now, if you pick all these traits from these different leaders, these different mentors, and try as much as possible to have and develop these traits, what will happen? You will become a whole person with these different traits you've received and you've learned from these different mentors. So this year, as we thrive to achieve our goals, let's look up to different mentors, and as we look up to them, let's try as much as possible to identify certain traits from each and every one of them that we can develop ourselves to become the best us this year. Like I said, one thing that would help us achieve everything we desire to achieve this year as leaders is what? To have a very good traits, good characters, good behaviors, good capacities, good things that would help us achieve whatever we want to achieve this year. Okay? So let us try as much as possible to adopt the good traits from our mentors. I have a lot of people I look up to in ministry, in my career, in all walks of life. And oftentimes I pick one or two things from them, including the way they dress. Honestly, there's a mentor, I just like that person because of the way he dresses. And that is the only thing I pick from him. And when I look at him, I see, oh, today he wore a jean trouser and a t-shirt and a nice sneakers. Tomorrow I'll look at my cupboard. Oh, if he can dress like this, then I can also dress like this. Yes. So that is it. That is it. Look for what you can pick from different leaders, and what make sure you also develop those traits to become the best you this year. And with that, this year, by God's grace, will be seamless for us, and we'll be able to achieve whatever we desire to achieve with the best behavior, character, and traits we can adopt and develop this year. Finally, one person we can always look up to adopt his traits, all his traits, is Jesus. Remember, we have to train ourselves, build ourselves to be more like Jesus in our career, ministry, academics, finance, everything, relationship. Okay, so let us look up to Jesus and try as much as possible to be like him. So I will stop here, and as I leave, please remember to talk to someone, tell your friend about Dominate and Influence. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram at Kingsley_D_I. Send me a friend request on Facebook at Onohasi Kingsley. Let us keep the conversation going so that we can dominate and influence our world this year. Until I come your way next time, guys, please always remember to dominate and influence your world. See?